Namaste. Welcome to Mindful Yoga Together. So today is sprouting. Our theme is sprouting. So it's a continue of our conversation that these days it's lots of rain. This year is a lots of rain, which is great for those plants to sprout. And you probably see that I have a tulip or hyacinth. Yeah, hyacinth. That those, bulb that I planted, it's, blooming or sprouting out. So that's really wonderful to see. So sprouting or something is, it's a new life. So springtime, we see lots of new life. And some culture is this time of the season, it's like a new year. So then when you see those, I don't pronounce it very well, but a bulb or tulip or hyacinth or daffodil, those are bulb. It's very interesting that they come back every year. So as if they were, they sprout, then they bloom, then they looks like a died, and they disappear. The winter time, just they disappear and there's nothing. But in the springtime, they come up again. So I think it's pretty amazing, and we sometimes we forget that where it's planted, but they come back every spring. So just think about it like a new beginning. This time of the year, we see the nature is starting again. Then just think about how our life can apply to that. So we have a chance to begin again. And when we begin again, thinking of our life is constant changes. And in constant changes, and we try not to create self-boundary or wall. So when we have a new growth or something is sprouting again, we give a space ourselves to grow. So we don't need to create, label or limitation, but we just give a space to observe how our life evolve or we can grow into that space. So we don't bounce or we don't limit ourselves. So our life can be, boundless or limitless. So that space we like to create for ourselves. Okay, so in that mind, let's close our eyes. You can relax our shoulders and arms. Rest your hands on your knee, maybe chin mudra, index finger, thumb tips together. And noticing our ground. So that's where we always begin. So finding our ground. Our sits bone, hips, feet, or leg resting on the ground. And as if we are creating a steady foundation or growing the roots deep down to the earth. As if we are still resting under the ground in the darkness. Then between the sits bones, there is a muscle group called pelvic floor. As if we hold the strength or power or energy that can sprout upward. So tandem, like 3 fingers below the navel or around the navel area, lower belly. It's called tanden. Tanden is the field we hold or store our energy. Then from pelvic floor, from that lower belly tanden, we sprout our seed, sprout and grow upward. As a spine lengthening vertically, just follow your spine upward and up to reach to the connection to the head. So on top of the spine, our head, very heavy head, resting. And feel the top of your head reaching upward. Still our sprouting energy is there and growing upward. And finding the space over the head, or imagine to see the sun or sunlight and sky. Maybe today we received rain. Like a blessing from the sky. Let's exhale and relax our pelvic floor, relax those lower belly. And then inhale again, sprouting. Lengthening the spine, top of your head. Reach and pick up to the sky, receiving the sun, sunlight, and rains. And exhale, relax the pelvic floor as if we notice our roots is growing downward. And then inhale, lengthening, sprouting upward. And then exhale, notice the roots deep down to the earth. Let's go on like this for a few rounds. And together, big inhale, hands reach up to the sky. Exhale, palms together to heart center slowly. And we might bow our head to set our intention and dedication, or maybe thinking of how can we create a space for our growth, our sprout. What kind of space you like to create in your heart and mind. And then slowly open our eyes. Okay, so let's come to the back and the belt. If you have a belt come close by, so we can use anytime reaching easily. And we lie down to the mat and we hug our knees and gently roll side to side. So we just relax our back and noticing how you feel, especially around your lower back. So if you find the tightness, this movement benefit for you to release those tension. Then when you are ready, bring your legs, hands straight down to the mat, and we stretch from toes to fingertips. Take a big inhale, point your toes, fingers, reach up, up, up. And open your mouth, exhale, let it go. One more time. Take a big inhale, stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Then open your mouth, let go the tension. Relax. All right. And let's hug our right knee to the chest. just a light knee. Then notice as you bring your right knee to the chest, notice how the lower back changes the angle and maybe helping your lower back to stretch. Then moving your knees side to side. And then maybe towards the chest and away, towards the chest and away. Then gradually make it like a circle. So circular movement with your right knee. The purpose here is to kind of creating a movement to the hip joint. Then make it smooth movement and it helps to open your hips. Okay. Then when you are ready, you might catch the belt and place it to the right foot. And come to like a happy baby, half happy baby. So your right knee is out and right foot is like towards the ceiling. Then if you are comfortable, you do to straighten and bending your knee. So it's outward. So right leg goes out to the right side, then come back. But if you like to stay, straighten the leg, do so. But you can also do slightly straighten and come back and gradually leg is longer and open. You can stay also half happy baby too. And notice how we can stretch the inside of the leg. Not only right leg but left side as well. You can keep moving or you can be still. All right. Then bend your right knee and right knee comes to the center. This time let's straighten the leg upward. Then push your heels out and find openness to the hamstring or calf. And so these are really great for engaging our leg. And we are not placing our weight. So it's easy for us to just, focus on the stretch of the leg. Then strengthening. So if you like, push your heels out. Yeah, it's really great for opening our legs. So when we are standing, we need to kind of work on the balance as well. But we don't need to do that now. Okay, so now bend your right knee, move to the left side and we twist. So now we are opening the outer edge of the legs and hips and we twist. So right hand is opening to the right side. So your right hand, right leg go opposite direction and spread ourselves wide. So you can let go the belt. So your hand is free, left hand spread wide and open. Okay, then slowly come back to center. So now let go the belt and belt come to the left foot. But for now, just like not holding the belt, we hug our left knee to the chest. Right leg long and notice how right hip flexor or hip joint opens as well. And right knee in, right knee out, right knee away and towards you. Then gradually making a circular movement. So do the both way. So clockwise and anti-clockwise, do the both. Okay. Then, when you are ready, come to half happy baby. Open our legs wide, bend your knees. So your knee is coming more to the outside, the left side. Then gradually working on to straighten the leg, but you can do bending your knees and slightly go the left foot away, then come back and away. Then if you are ready, straighten the leg both. Then find the openness to the inner leg. Okay. And then bend your knee, bring your knee to the center. This time straighten the leg. So now our back of the leg to open. And push your heels. Okay. Then bend your knee, move to the left side. All right. Then spread ourselves wide and finding the space. So for the finding the space, I just remembered to share something. You know, like when you have a indoor plants or you have a pot, then you know after some years the pot become too small for that plant, right? For example, I have a succulents in a small, used to be small pot at the kitchen. Then after it's grow, upper parts, I mean the roots also become kind of a big too, but you know the yeah. So green part is also becoming growing and big. Then some point the pots become too small for that plant. So what we should do is we change to the bigger size of the pots, right? So something like that. If we keep in a too small container, then plants growing overgrow. Then we need to change to the bigger container. So something like that, that we are constantly changing our self container as ourself as a container and you know change it up for you know what's inside. So space to grow in. We provide a space to grow in. Okay. Then so we want to be open ourselves to be, you know, changing that. Routine and you know everyday thing is a great, but sometimes we need to change it up. All right, so let's go about and hug our knees and just a roll up and down. If you're comfortable, if not, you can roll onto one side and sit up. If you are comfortable, roll up, down. Do a few times to massage our back. And 3, 2, 1, and come up. And let's come to hands and knee position. And palms under the shoulder, knees under the hip. I always like to tuck my toes and just waking up my toes. If you're comfortable, do so. Then put your hips back to sitting on and just take it easy and sit on and just checking on the feet. Also activating our feet is so important. So standing or grounding our feet really helps to empower us. We can move ourselves. You know, there's a helping for self-confidence or, you know, independence. But once we cannot walk, then we need to depend on somebody or something. It's a little bit more less empowering. All right, then right leg goes straight. Then push your right heel back and down. Stretching the Achilles tendon and a calf. But if you like to do a little bit more weight to the right leg or core work, left knee up. And exhale, left knee down to the mat. Then lift our lift our right leg and left hand forward. Inhale, balance. Exhale, bring our knee to the nose. And then inhale, stretch. Exhale, knee to the nose, elbow, sorry. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, knee to the elbow. Last one, inhale, stretch. Exhale, release our left hand down. Right foot come forward between our leg. Between our hands, sorry. Then tuck our left toe under and let's come up to Anjaneyasana. So you can be just like that, or maybe your hips a little bit forward and opening the front of the hip. And then if you are comfortable, hands reach up. Inhale. Then on our exhalation, bring our palms together and left elbow, right knee. Then we look to the right side. Then if this is available, move your pelvis a little bit forward, gradually lengthening the left side of the leg and looking light and up. Inhale. And feel the squeeze on your belly. Then on our exhalation, let's release. All right, palms down, light knee back. Child pose, open your knees wide and sitting down towards your heel. Then rotate your arms, palm face up, make a fist squeeze. So when you squeeze the fingers, we change the angle of your wrist to release the wrist. Then on our exhalation, let go your fingers, relax. Make a fist squeeze. Exhale, let it go. All right. Then plant your palms down. Then we come up, tabletop. Then left leg goes back now. Then ball of the foot down and push your heels back and down to stretch the calf and hamstring. Engaging our leg. And if you like, you can lift your right knee up to give some more weight to your left leg, or make it a core work. Last breath. And then exhale, right knee down, right foot outside of the mat. I'm sorry. Sorry, right knee down, not outside. Just pick up our left leg, left heel to the back, then right hand forward. Inhale, stretch. On our exhalation, knee to the elbow, round your back. One more time, inhale, stretch. Then exhale, bring our knee to the elbow. Just a few more times, inhale, exhale. And last one, inhale, exhale, knee to the elbow, and stretch. Bring your right hand down, left knee forward, between our hands. Step forward. And then coming up. And then if you are comfortable, reach our hands forward, our up, then opening the right hip joint. Okay, inhale, open. Then exhale, bring our palms together to heart center. Then right elbow come to the left knee. We twist. So feel the squeeze into the belly. Then looking to the left and upward. So if you are comfortable, move your pelvis forward. And then opening the front of the right hip. Last breath. Exhale, release. Bring our hands down, we step back. Then tuck our toes, downward facing dog. Lift your hips, or you can be in child pose. Relax our head. And bending your knees, maybe right side and left side. One more breath. Okay, then gradually bending your knees, knee come to the mat. Bend your elbow, belly to the mat. So lie down on your belly. Bring your forearm to the mat. So your fingers open, planting down, and your elbows are very close to your chest as much as you can, shoulder width apart. Then plant your forearm really strong down. Then lift our sternum upward or forward. So if your lower back is okay, bring your legs closer, but otherwise you can keep your legs like a hip distance apart or pointing the toes towards the corner of the yoga mat. Then belly or the hips really down and lift our chest forward. Then inhale, look forward. Then exhale, look to your right and find the length to the left side of the neck. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, look to the left side. And then inhale, come to center. Okay, so now right hand is going to move right hand under the left arm. So under the left arm, right palm facing upward, then right shoulder down and roll onto your right. Then left hand goes up and over behind you. So it's a twist, big twist. Okay. So you can keep your left knee bent, or you might catch the left foot, outer edge of the foot, then push it towards the left side and we twist. So your right hand is catching the left foot. Then find the openness to the outside of the hip, the lower back. Then especially notice how your foot, left foot is active and pushing away. One more breath. And if this is available, bend your right knee, catch the right toe with your left hand. So it's really like interesting exposed X shape. All right, then let's release. Then come onto your belly again. Interlace your fingers. Your elbows are shoulder width apart. Then bring your knee down, or you can tuck your toes under and lift your hips up or body up, like it's a forearm plank. If this is too much, you can bring your knee down to the mat, like just the knee supporting you to make your body shorter form of your body to support. But if your toes down, longer body to hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And bring your belly down to the mat. Okay, so this time left hand is going to move under your right arm. So it's really under, underarm to go through. And left shoulder down. Then left side of the body down and right hand goes to the back. Twist. You can just catch your knees to twist, or if you can catch the outer edge of your right foot with your left hand and push that right heel away, forward, in front of you. Releasing the lower back, it's a nice twist. Okay, then you might bend your left knee, catch the left toe with your right hand. And that's spreading yourself wide. Even your hand is bending or knee is bending, imagine to spread yourself wide. Last breath. Okay, release. Come back to center and belly to the mat. All right. Bring our palms under the shoulder. Bring your knee down or tuck our toes, lift ourselves. Then goes to downward facing dog. Hips high. Together, big inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Let it go. One more time, inhale. Open your mouth, let it go. Okay, gradually walking our feet forward and then forward. Feet is hip distance. Relax our head, catch our elbow, swing side to side. Now when you are ready, let's roll ourselves up to standing. Then inhale, hands reach out and up. Catch our elbows. Inhale, lift our elbows upward and stretch. So you can keep your heels or hold foot down, or you can lift your heels up to make it the balance pose. Inhale, lift. Then exhale, drop your heels, bend your knee, bend forward, swing our hands side to side. One more time, inhale, rising, hands reach up, catch our elbows. Inhale, lift our elbows upward, lengthening. Maybe lift your heels up and up and up. Then exhale, let it go, drop and swing our hands side to side. All right, then slowly come up. And let's bring our feet apart, a lot wider. We swing our hands up, lap around our body. So let's make it this movement to relax our shoulder, relax our arm. So as you swing our hands, tap the body parts where you need a bit of attention. For example, I felt my shoulder is a little tighter today, so I feel like tapping my shoulder. If you want to tap the lower back, do so too. And if you want to tap your lower belly, do so as well. Okay. And relax our arms. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly back to center. Oh, this pose or this movement always makes a little bit of healing up. So it's a good one. All right. So when you are ready, stand in front of the yoga mat and the feet is together. Then palms together to heart center. Then whenever we come to this pose, find balanced pose. Balanced yourself right side and left side, front and back. Just checking how it feels to be in the center. Maybe shifting the weight a little bit forward or back and lifting the foot arch, noticing the ball of the foot grounding, noticing the all 10 toes placing down to the mat. Feel the inner heels, outer heels, and grounding. Then next inhale, we reach our hands up. Then on our exhalation, bend forward. You might bend your knees. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, let's step back. You can come to table or a plank pose. And you can be there, child pose, or you can go downward facing dog or come to plank to chaturanga, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. So choose what works best for you wisely. And take a big inhale together. Open your mouth, exhale. One more time, inhale. Open your mouth, let it go. All right, inhale, look forward.
Exhale, step between our hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, head down, relax. Inhale, strong leg rising, hands reach up. Exhale, palms together to heart center. Okay, so now we face to the longer side of the mat. So whichever it is. Then we put our foot out to make a big stance. Then both toes pointing forward. Forward means the longer side of the mat. Then hands on your hip. Then ground our feet. Inhale, look up. Then on our exhalation, we bend your knees, bend forward. So you might keep your hands at your hips, or you can bring your hands down or on a block to make it easier. But feel the ground under your feet. You might keep your knees bent or gradually straighten your leg. One more breath. All right. Bend your knees, rising up. Inhale. And then hands reach to the side. So this just reaching our hands to the side, use the muscle. That's a very basic, but it's a very interesting to observe. Our arms gets tired. That means we use the muscle. So right toe point to the shorter side of the mat. Then bend your right knee like a warrior two. It's not like a warrior two, it's a warrior two. So your right toe, right knee goes same direction. Then you look to the right fingertips and beyond. And then inhaling, straighten your both leg. Then point your right toe to the longer side of the mat. Then your left toe point to the shorter side of the mat. And look to your left fingers. Then bend your left knee, come to warrior two. So when you look to the left side of the finger or left side, our awareness or intention, it become more to the left side. But don't forget your right foot. So it's not only you are bending your left knee, but we are planting our right foot. Plant the foot helps to balance this pose. And then inhale, come to center. Then point your left toe to the longer side of the mat, hands come down. Okay. Phew. So now we reach our hands to the sky. So your palm is facing each other. So if this is too much, you can bend your elbows, but otherwise, just keeping your fingertips to the sky and hands is a shoulder width apart. Again, it's a arm strength. Okay, so this time we come to warrior one. Point our right toe to the shorter side of the mat. We try to face to the shorter side of the mat, coming to warrior one. So your right toe, right knee goes same direction. Maybe for your balance, you can move your right foot more out to the right side. So your feet is more wider. All right. Then inhale, straighten your both leg. We face to the longer side of the mat. We bring our right toe in. Then we switch. So your left toe pointing to outside of the yoga mat. Then we face to the left side. So move our pelvis. Same direction your left toe, left knee is facing to. And again, don't forget our back foot. Back foot is really grounding. Last breath, inhale. Then exhale, let go our hands on your hip. Then move our pelvis facing to the longer side of the mat so you pivot your toes. Excellent. Then let's reach our hands out. Bend your elbow, bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Inhale, pull our hands back and chest open. Then on our exhalation, if you are comfortable, you can also catch the yoga belt to do this. Interlacing the finger is too much for your shoulder. Then bend your knees, bend forward. So what I meant for the using the belt is holding the belt, then bend forward like that. Okay. And last breath. All right. Then bend your knees, slowly rising up. Okay. Then let's move our heel in, both heels, toes in, heels in, toes in, heels in, and we come to the standing. Now feet hip distance apart. Inhale, hands reach forward, so palm facing down. Bend to the sky and lift your heels. Then on our exhalation, heels drop and hands by your side. Then one more time, inhale, lift, heels up. Then exhale, drop your heels, boom, then hands by your side. When I went home to Japan, my mother was practicing of lifting your heels and drop. So it's good for the bones. That's what she learned. Anyway, I thought it's good to put it in the yoga practice. Okay, so I hope you have a block, but if you don't, that's no worry. So we bring the block between our thighs. So this is a little bit the balance pose. So if you prefer your hips touching to the wall, do so. But if you are okay with just in the room, that's good too. So if you bring the block between your thighs, so hopefully feet is, however it is, but the knee over your ankle. Okay. Then we reach our hands forward and pull our hips back. It's like a chair pose, but we push our hips back. So you don't need to go deeper. So you can rest your hips on your wall too. Then squeeze our block and really bring our awareness to the in. Then we tuck our navel into and we use our glute and really bring it towards center. Then inhale, rising up. If you like, lift your heels. Then exhale, drop your heels, pull your hips back to like a chair. And then inhaling, lift your heels if you like. Then exhale, drop your heels, bend your knees, pull your hips back. Then last one, inhale, rising up. Maybe pick up your heels. Exhale, drop your heels and bend your knees, pull your hips back. And this time we hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the block, tuck our navel in, and notice how we can lengthen the lower back. Then slowly rising up and let go the block, and we shake it up. Relax our tension. All right. Let's do breath of joy. So feet is apart. Breath of joy goes like this. Inhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Go on your own pace. We are letting go the tension. Few more. Last one. Slowly come back to center. Okay. So let's come down to the yoga mat. So my suggestion is if you are comfortable sitting in Malasana, but if not, come down to your seat. So if you are okay for Malasana, so Malasana, we really lower your sits bone down as if you are lengthening the lower back. So if you are rounding the back, you lift your chest, then move your pelvis as if you are moving forward. You can sit on a block too. One more breath. Then slowly let go, release hips down. Then legs forward, please. And we shake our legs. So you can do toes out in, toes in, out. Then you can do bend your knee, tap, 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 relaxing. Okay. Then block cross by for inversion. So we roll down as always I do is zipping my legs together, then using our core, rounding our back to come down to the mat, or you can come down anyhow, your own way. Now when you came down, we slide the one block be under the hips, then legs goes up. Then open our legs wide and close. Open our legs wide and close. Few times. Okay. And then just be here. Relax our hips. Relax our legs. But if you like to do the halasana, you might come to halasana. My toes over the head. Then, if you are lifting the hips away from the block, slowly bring the block to the hips. Hips to the block. Then bend your knees and feet down to the mat. Okay, slide the block away. Then release the hips. Drop your knee one side and the other. And then we are coming to fish pose with supported. So I will demonstrate using the two block to begin. So block come between your shoulder blade like this, right? Then we lie down. So hips, legs straight, legs down to the mat. Then place a block between your shoulder blade along the spine. And then second block like a pillow back of your head. And actually, I like to tilt my block a little bit. Then corner of the block, I keep my head. Then spread our hands wide, open. And open our sternum, chest, and feel the space gradually opening up. And feel the air as you inhale, it's coming, oxygen is coming in through. And it helps to expand a little bit more. And feel the openness of the fingers and inside of the arm, hold. So as if you are holding a big balloon, the balloon that is very soft and contains so much oxygen. And relax. And each exhalation, relax our lower back, feel your hips resting on the ground. Feel the legs heavy, grounding. Creating a space, cultivating a space for our growth, growing and sprouting. Few more breaths to be here. Then when you are ready, we roll ourselves to one side and away from the block, let go the block. Put them aside and we lie down. You might hug your knees to the chest and cross the leg to drop the knee to one side. Just releasing the lower back or bring some movement to the lower back so we don't hold the tension there. And then do the opposite direction. Then when your lower back is comfortable, just lie down the mat. You can plant your feet down too. So let's do it's one pranayama breath work called Brahmari pranayama. So Brahmari is bees, those bees. So we create the sound of a bee or sound or hummingbird sound, or you can just hum yourself. Then the four fingers are closing or just covering your eyes, over your eyes, and your thumb is closing the outside of the ear. So you are not putting the finger inside of the ear. So just outside, gently press. So on our exhalation, we make a sound. So that sound, you feel the vibration of the sound inside of our skull or head. So let that vibration, the very subtle movement, help you to relax. So it's a calming our nervous system. So let's do 5 times like that. So as you inhale, just breathe in. And then exhale, we make a sound. When you are down 5 times, Shavasana, just let your legs and arms go resting. and observe how it feels. The vibration of the sound created the space, or we find the space. Sounds vibrate. And find in the space. Sound is interesting things. If you don't have an air, sound doesn't produce, or sound doesn't vibrate and doesn't spread into the space because of the air. We hear the sound. Gently bringing our awareness to the fingers and toes. Inviting the movements, and I feel our feet, feel our legs. Important parts of our body as a roots or empowering ourselves. And I feel our belly contain lots of energy, and feel our chest opening with the air and oxygen. And bring our hand reach over the head. Let us stretch from toes to fingertips. Take a big inhale, stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, let it go. Bring our knee to the chest. Give a nice hug to yourself. Thanks to our body, mind, and heart, what we have today. And roll on to one side. And gradually come to a comfortable seated position. Together, inhale, hands reach up to the sky. And exhale, Bring our palms together to heart center. Anjali Mudra. Gesture of gratitude and loving awareness. Gratitude to this moment and space we are able to practice yoga together. And let us hold our gratitude and continue our life. Thank you very much for it. Let me guide through your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day.